Hi everyone. As we recently announced, a new version of TUIO is coming around the corner. While it will contain many improvements for you to discover, in this video we will be focusing on showing you how you can now use TUIO for your online registrations and as a student information system. In order to start accepting online registrations, the first thing you need to do is create a form. Forms can be used to gather student and family information, whether it's an emergency contact number or the list of a child's allergies. Anything that you ask in your new family registration package can be asked in a TUIO form thanks to our custom fields, but more on that later. Once set up, forms can be posted on your school website or given out as a link in an email. For this video, let's proceed with the creation of a simple form. So here we're filling out the internal name of the form, the external name of the form, which we'll just call registration form. Then we can click create. And now we're going to want to add some of those custom fields I was mentioning earlier. So here we can add student fields, for example, a long text field for students' allergies. And we can add a multiple choice question for if the student needs an EpiPen. And we can just put yes and no as the options. We can also choose whether or not the response is going to be required. And we can add a description to the form field if need be. Now we can go ahead and set up the form, adding in the various fields: parent last name, parent first name, email, now some student fields: student first name, student last name, the student's picture, date of birth, the gender of the student, and now we can add in some of those custom form fields: allergies, EpiPen, if they have any dietary restrictions, any medical treatment they may need, and if the child has any special needs. Now let's go to the Programs tab of the account, where we can look at this tuition program I created and add a payment plan for a monthly frequency. Give it a name, and then we can choose Add Multiple Payments to put in a deposit, and then the 9 remaining monthly payments. There's the price of $900 per month for 9 months. Let me activate online registration for one of my existing programs with the form I just created. As always, I am able to add a student manually or through a spreadsheet import, but I can now also click on a tab called Registration, which will allow me to start accepting students in my program through online registration, offering me a third convenient option. All I have to do is select Enable Online Registrations and add the form that I just created. I'll also need to choose whether I want to charge a registration fee and whether I want the registration to be reviewed prior to confirming the enrollment. This flexibility allows for various use cases, such as a returning family who won't be charged a fee and will be automatically enrolled. For automatic enrollments, I'm even able to set a max capacity to make sure that I'm not enrolling more students than I can accept. Once I've set these parameters, I need to enter an email address in order to receive notifications as the registrations are coming in. And then I can just use this link in order to share it with returning or prospective families. Now that the form is ready and shared, families will access it from wherever you've shared it, your website, an email, or somewhere else. So as a parent, all I have to do is enter my email address and fill out these fields. For the registration fee payment, here the school is absorbing the cost of credit cards. However, TUIO also gives you the option to pass the fee to parents. After the form is filled and paid, if applicable, the registration form response will populate in the Registrations tab of your admin TUIO account. Once the parent submits a registration form, the registration will be ready for your review in your administrative account, and you can enroll the student directly to the program they registered for, reject the registration, waitlist the family, or download the PDF to print out and keep for future reference. For our sample registration, let's enroll the student and notify the parent so they can pick a payment plan and pay the deposit. Once notified, the parent will receive an emailed link to set up payment in the program. After clicking the link and logging into their TUIO account, the parent can set up payment in the program and pay the deposit while confirming the rest of the automated payments on the due date. While this parent is paying by credit card, there's also the option to add bank account online as payment. Now that we have accepted the student registration and the family has paid the fee, we can see here on the student profile those two invoices that were paid, the registration fee and the deposit. What we can also see is the information that was provided by the parent during the registration process, and which is now stored and editable on the student profile. For instance, if Cooper's allergies change, I can just go in the field and make an edit. Student profile information can therefore be populated off of the filled out form or inputted manually to the student record on TUIO at any time. And that's it for this video of our new capabilities. If you're a current client, we will send you our updated support articles and feature-specific videos shortly. If you're not yet a client and are considering TUIO as your end-to-end enrollment solution, we urge you to schedule a live demo with us to take advantage of our introductory pricing. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to answering any questions.